a realtor's life. We coach right, he'll get you right. Creating a life. It's a realtor's life. We coach right, he'll get you right. Creating a life. It's a realtor's life. We coach right, he'll get you right. Creating a life.
Welcome to the Realtor Life podcast, a part of B&D TV's weekly lineup of shows. I'm your host, Michael G. Davis, broker and CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, also a realtor and business coach. Thank you for joining us today. Man, we have another phenomenal guest lined up for you, but before we bring them on, we want to remind you that we are streaming live to the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Business Facebook and YouTube channel. So for those of you all tuning in live, we invite you to participate in the show by sharing your comments and questions in the live chat. Your engagement means a lot to us. Now, if you have any real estate needs, whether it's buying a new house, selling your current property, or even considering a career in real estate, maybe you're exploring a new brokerage, we want you to stick around after the show for a very special message tailored just for you. Now, let's get to the exciting part. I'm super delighted to introduce to you all our special guest. This is actually his second appearance on the Realtor Life podcast. The first appearance, he was not a member of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, but now him and his wife and his team, they're members of Brooks & Davis. We absolutely want to bring him back on the show, get an update on what was happening new. He's into craft beer. He's an expert when it comes to probate real estate, and he has a very special program for renters. I definitely want to bring to the stage, without further ado, Mr. A.K. Babers, team lead of AKB Realty Group. How you doing, Mr. A.K.?
Man, I'm doing good. I figure out why I'm so bright over here, but it's all good. How y'all doing, man?
Man, we're doing good, brother. Look, before we dive into the conversation, man, I don't want to take for granted that, for our people that may be here for the first time, let me take a moment to share the motivation behind this show. With 20 years of experience in the real estate industry, I've noticed that real estate professionals aren't always appreciated as they should be. Clients, customers, and even some colleagues tend to overlook the fact that we are people too, people with our own passions and multifaceted personalities. So I created this platform to give real estate professionals like yourself the opportunity to showcase their diverse interests and talents beyond real estate. Along the way, we also offer a bit of coaching to help everyone succeed as well, man. So I'm sure as the audience learns about you and they're going to want to connect with you, where can they connect with you on social media wise after the show?
I'm pretty easy to find. I think I'm the only, I know I'm the only AK and HAR, so you just search AK Babers. It's easy to find. I'm on all social media platforms. Mr. Get Your Keys on Instagram, Facebook, AKB Realty Group, or AK Babers. I'm not hard to find, man.
I see, man. You all over the place, my brother.
Yeah, I try to be. That's how we make money, right?
Hey, look, man, that is definitely how we make money, man. Well, look, I'm definitely to have you back on board with us. I know the first time that you were a guest on the Realtor Life podcast, we did talk about, your connection with craft beer. So, man, do you want to get an audience a little bit of an update on where you've been so far with that?
Craft beer, man. Just craft beer is always one of my natural things, I like to drink, but I like to drink fine things. You know what I mean? Some people have their bourbon, some people have their cigars or wines. Mine's is craft beer. An industry that a lot of African Americans haven't really tapped into as far as just a consumer. You know what I mean? We have a couple people that actually a couple guys I helped out a couple years ago for the Culture Brewing. They're over here off of 290 and 610. They're the first African American brewery in Houston. We're the only African American brewery in America right now. So,
wow.
And the Houston market for craft beer has really been crumbling. It's been taking a hit. A lot of places have been closing. Money tight right now.
Yeah.
So it's not just real estate; it goes everywhere. But my love for craft beer is one of my entry points into real estate. I used to travel a lot, go to a lot of different breweries or whatever throughout the country. I'm talking about. I go to this brewery one day and everything is kind of all hooded out, and come back a year or two later and it's a whole metropolis full of, up and coming millennials walking dogs and stuff. So it kind of opened my eyes. So one of my podcasts actually brought in 3 brewery owners. Y'all can check it out on YouTube. I brought in 3 brewery owners, and we talked about how real estate was important to the world of craft beer, right? So,
Wow.
and that's the reason a lot of them closed now, because they bought wrong. You know what I mean? The ones that bought right, they still available. You know what I mean?
Wow. No, that's great to know, man. So you said people can find that on your YouTube channel. You have what's the name of the YouTube channel?
YouTube channels, Mr. Get Your Keys, AK Babers. You know, it's easy to find as well. So I try to keep it simple. I'm not one of them young rappers where I come up with all 7 different names.
Yeah, you got to keep up with what you can keep up with, huh?
I keep up what I keep up with. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, y'all definitely do that, man. Go check out Mr. Get Your Keys on YouTube. Look for that episode and learn more about the craft beer world, man. So, AK, I find myself now traveling. When I travel to different cities, I've done a lot of traveling this year. I have found myself looking for the local craft beer and trying it out everywhere that I go. So that's something that's rubbed off on me since the last time that we talked.
And my local group and all my friends and everything, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? We're, you bougie. And they let me sip that. And next thing you know, they go to the store and they send me a picture. What's this? How you think this is? You know what I mean? So it's a thing. It's contagious, man. And one thing that I did like about the brewery, you know what I mean, was people always put race with craft beer, right? When you go in there, there's not a lot of black people in there anyway. But one thing that I can say, when I've been in there in those 4 walls, all the race goes away. Everybody just enjoying good beer. They either talking about the beer, talking about the time they have, and it's a welcoming environment. So I would just put out there right now, like I say, Horticulture Brewing, that's up there on 290 and 610. And Equal Parts Brewing. You go in those places, you feel very welcome. You get a plethora of different beers, and they're solid beers, and they're solid establishments as well. So
I love that, man. So for the culture, I'm gonna have to try that out myself. AK,
tell them AK sent you when you go.
I will. I will definitely do that, man. All right, well, good deal, man. So look, I know there's some exciting programs that you've been working on that are really geared for renters to help them as they transition to from one location to the next, man. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the program, what's it called, and a little bit about your motivation for why you want to create something like that?
Okay, well, to be honest, I'm a very straightforward cat. It's to diversify, right? The market is a little bit tight, people gonna continue to rent, you know what I mean? They're gonna continue to rent, and unfortunately I want to save everybody, but you can't save everybody. So since you're in that situation, let me try to help you out. So our latest product is called Rent with Ease with Mr. Get Your Keys. So it's very simple, man. We break this thing down. It's like 7 different steps. First of all, we ain't gonna look at no houses until you get your paperwork together.
that makes it better. That's the best thing for everybody, huh? Okay?
Yes, best thing for everybody. So being a listing agent, a rental listing agent, by being a tenant representing agent, by being a landlord myself, I kind of understand all 3 aspects of it, right? And when those applications come on my desk, they got to be complete, right? If they're not halfway complete, it's like I'm working at HR. If your resume ain't together, then I'm going on to the next resume, right? And that's what we put together. We put together a renter's resume. So we get on a 30-minute renter strategy session. That's what I call it. You can book it whenever you want to. My calendar is wide open. Book that. We get on there. We talk about everything. We talk about your goals, your desires, where you want to be at. We also talk about your problems, right? Because that's the thing, is your problems, right?
Yeah.
Everything else can be easy. If I ask you what's your credit score, you go, then I need to take a note that your credit score ain't that good. But you need to be honest with me and honest with your evictions or any criminal record, because those are the things that matter, right? Because if I know it up front, if I'm the listing agent, if I know it up front, then we could probably work with it. Yeah. But if I don't know it up front, then it's almost seemed like fraud or disrespect, right? So from that point, and for professional, I want to be able to give you a good product so you take your time off and make this whole transaction easy. I don't want to give you a lump of 7 broken PDF attachments, right? I want to give you one streamlined thing, and we're even going to do something better. I'm going to go through ChatGPT, and we're going to put a summary at the beginning of that thing. You know what I mean?
I love it, man. And I mean, to your point, AK, man, as a professional, if I have the choice between a package that's defined out the way that you said, that's laid out, stream and organized, and versus a package that's all over the place and is missing and is gaps.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think people do understand how that is a reflection on the applicant.
Yeah.
And how much weight that does hold with somebody that's responsible for reviewing and making decisions. How the application is submitted as a package really, really holds a lot of weight with those individuals.
Yeah. And also, man, the rental market is scary now, you know what I mean, with these scams and everything else going on. So agent is skeptical already about anybody that's coming in. If your ID looks shifty, if your pay stub looks shifty, you know what I mean? All of that stuff is, we on red alert when we look at anything like that. So your stuff need to be clean. And me, as the guy representing you, I need to know everything, right? I just put somebody in a rental, and she had an eviction and he had an eviction. But you know what the agent told me? I appreciate you for being honest. I appreciate you for telling us up front. You know what I mean? They taking a risk because the market is hard. It's hard to find any good applicants right now. Like with me, I don't look at credit score as much as I look at rental history no more, right? Because pandemic, everybody took a credit score hit, right?
Yes.
So you can't judge everybody on credit score. I can judge you if you pay where you stay. If you pay where you stay, we're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you stay. I don't care about your babysitters and all that other stuff. But you can
pay bills, the cable bills. You don't care about none of that.
And that was my thing when I was a young hustler back in the day in Atlanta, right? I was like, man, I gotta, because I was single dad. I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay my car note. And I got to pay daycare. Without those three things, we're on the street. You know what I mean? So those are three things that matter to me when I was a renter. So hopefully the same thing matter to you. And here's the other scary part about it, right? The average rent out there is what?
What is it?
I would just say, some people say 23. I'll say probably about 2,000, right?
All right.
But just 2,000 for easy numbers.
Yeah.
$2,000, you got to pay your first month rent. And if your credit is sketchy, and if you got sketchy rental history, guess what you got to pay?
Double deposit.
Now we're looking at a total of $6,000 to move every 1 to 3 years.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, bro. I don't even know if I could do that.
So I'm glad you brought that up, AK. So, so now let's talk about how do you, it's a better opportunity for people to buy, right?
Yes.
Again, like you said, every 2 to 3 years or 3 to 5 years, you're talking about a cash outlay of $6,000, and then that's if you're lucky, if the rent doesn't go up 3 years from now. How do we get people to understand that you want to take yourself off of that hamster wheel and put yourself in a position of stability by buying a home? Like what?
I don't think it's hard to tell people no more. I think everybody's feeling the crunch. They just can't afford to move now. You know what I mean? And that's what happens with that. I don't want to say procrastination in a bad way, but that procrastination to act, right? Because if you would have acted 10 years ago, you're in a whole different situation now. You know what I mean? You wouldn't even be talking rent. You don't even know what rent increase is at this point. You know what I mean? But the fact you keep waiting, and here's the problem. The people that ain't ready now, they ain't gonna be ready in 10 years from now, 5, 10 years from now. You know what I mean? That's kind of the harsh reality of it.
Why do you think that though? Like, why do you think people can't get out of their own way?
You just said, I was talking about the external factors. I was talking about the fact that if they got to pay $6,000 to move now, in 2 years it's gonna be $8,000 to move.
Gotcha.
Right? That's with the rate increase. So
it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better.
They ain't gonna get no better. We can have Michelle get in office. They ain't gonna get no better. The return on Obama's and still ain't gonna be no better.
Wow, man. Wow. Well, I guess we got to keep having those conversations with people to inspire them to just put themselves in a position.
Yes.
Right?
And we as parents and as this generation and as homeowners, we need to quit being comfortable being homeowners, and we got to preach the importance of being a homeowner to our kids, the next generation, right? They hop out there with this same mentality that they got right now, they're going to be in a bad situation. It's a lot of people, I wouldn't even say my family, we didn't talk about home ownership versus renting. I don't think we ever talked about that until I got in a position to buy. You know what I mean? So we got to start having that conversation more, you know what I mean? More and more and more. And that kind of goes with everything, the other stuff we talked about, the probate stuff, you know what I mean? that leads into we got to start having real conversations.
Yeah.
You know,
so I think that's a good lead in, AK, because I know that's something else that you've been working on, and you've been very heavily working towards that. That's something that you're very passionate about, you know, as it relates to the generation that you're a part of. So why don't you talk to the audience, you know, what you're currently working on as it relates to probate, heirship, and things like that.
Okay, so through investment and dealing with renters, right? You get to see a lot about generational wealth or generational wealth slippage, I guess I would say, right?
You making up terms, man.
Yeah, dude, I got AKisms. I got a whole book over here.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so through our investments and going out looking for properties, you know what I mean? I'm not looking to steal properties from anybody, right? So I'm a licensed professional real estate agent. I got ethics calls I got to do, even though I invest, right? So I'm telling everybody the truth all the way around, you know what I mean? Now, if you got to get rid of it, I'll buy it. But if you want to try to hold on to it, I'll show you how to do that too, you know what I mean? We can do it. We can figure out ways how to do it. But and then also throughout some of my community actions of working with Sunnyside Civic Club, a lot of times I see the community coming in trying to fight certain rounds of gentrification. You know what I mean? And sometimes my theory is that we can't stop it. We just gotta join along, right? If that house over there is 300,000, and you know you don't gonna be here for another 5 to 10 years, let's make a play how to make your next generation a $300,000 house so they can eat out. Because equity is equity, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Equity is money. That's what we're fighting after, right? It's not holding on to a house until it's not worth nothing no more.
Yeah.
Equity is getting that money out while it's valuable. So anyway, going back to what.
But let me. So you know, before we leave that, man. So this is a perfect analogy, man. And I heard it years ago. I was attending one of the national conferences through the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, and it was during one of the breakout sessions, and the guy was talking about gentrification, and he said, to your point, it's not something that you can stop. Like, people are trying to stop it, right? Mm-hmm. And the illustration my man used, he said, gentrification is like you going to the edge of California and saying, I'm finna stop the Pacific Ocean from hitting this shore, right? Yeah. You can't, it's nothing you can do. There's nothing out there that can prevent the Pacific Ocean. So you can't stop gentrification. You can't stop the Pacific Ocean. But what you can do is learn how to surf it. And I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. And that's what it is. That's what you just said. Like, you can't stop gentrification, but you got to learn how to benefit. Yeah. You got to learn how to surf it, how to capitalize, how to use it.
So ours is a generational curse deal, right? And it's the same thing of holding on to Big Mama house too long where ain't got no more equity, right? We don't understand the equity play, right? We don't understand when a house reaches its max value, let's get it and let's move the family up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So we hold on to this house, we hold on to grandma's house. Really, we hold on to it because we ain't paying shit. That's why we hold on to it. But we hold on to it. We hold on to all of these corner stores because we go to them all the time, and all of a sudden the landscape changed, which changing for the good, right? Everything has to change. The hood cannot stay the same. You know what I mean? We can't be sitting around here 80 babies talking about, I wish it stayed like it was. You know what I mean? Everything's gonna change. So that's kind of what the birth of it is, right? Seeing how much wealth is getting swept through the door, seeing how much equity is being sucked out of our neighborhoods by other investors or wholesalers or whatever else, and us not knowing how to tap into that. And a lot of this comes from us not planning, estate planning, putting the pen to paper, having the ugly conversations about what we're gonna do when you die. You know what I mean? Like that, it's going to happen, right? So we got to start talking about it. So that's what we do. So the manifest equity is kind of a probate concierge type of thing. It's kind of our social project, right? We don't make a lot of money off of it. Now, hopefully, when it's all said and done, we help you get through probate, and either you want to sell or you want to figure out something else, we'll do something with it. But what we're trying to do is provide value to people and provide value to the community. One thing we recently did, we met with the AARP group out of HCC South off of Airport. we did a TOD workshop, a transfer on deaf deed workshop. So we taught a bunch of seniors. The TSU Earl Carr Institute came out there. They actually did it for us. We just put it all together, put all the pieces together, and they taught the seniors about how to do the transfer on deaf. And then on the 21st, if everything goes together, they're going to come back and actually do the execution and the filing for them so they can get it done. So
that's amazing, man.
Yeah. So we
And
try to go.
That's definitely the type of programming that our community needs access to. And this is what you'll find out. And I see this, being the president of the Houston Black Real Estate Association, there's organizations out there that they want to fund, like they want to give money to that kind of programming. When it comes to airship, there's a lot of banks with their community reinvestment funds. They want to put money behind that type of program because they see that as a gap in our communities as well.
Yeah, and then hell, they can't make money off of it. We don't get it right.
Absolutely. Follow the money, right?
But it's been a good ride. Like I say, we got a couple listings off of it, and then it keeps me engaged in the community and actually knowing, being boots on the ground, knocking on the doors, talking to people, hearing their cases. You know what I mean? So pretty much we get on another strategy call, right? Our company for that is called Manifest Equity. So they book a strategy call. We get on 30-second strategy call. I listen to their issues, you know what I mean? And then I form it out and outsource it somewhere else. So that's kind of where the concierge service comes in. Hopefully in the near future, after a couple more months of this, some of those will start coming back my way. You know what I mean? We work with attorneys. Siobhan Carr, she's a probate attorney, actually running for probate judge again. So hopefully we can get her in this year. So
okay.
Love to have too.
Yeah.
It's been good, man. I like it.
That's good. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. So, man, before we wrap up, brother, I really want to express my gratitude. You've been an incredible guest for joining us today and sharing your valuable insights. Man, your presence here has really made the episode truly special. Before we say goodbye, man, do you have any parting words or advice that you'd like to share with our listeners? Maybe something we didn't mention that you would like to share.
I want to say this about Manifest Equity and our probate service. Our probate service is not just for seniors. It's really for us. It's really for our generation. It's for the class of 1990. If you're in the class of 1999 to the class of 2000, most likely you're dealing with aging parents, or you had a friend or someone around you that dealt with aging parents. So at this point, they can't necessarily get it together. We have to get it together for them. So let's start talking now. Let's start figuring this out. Let's start amending some of these issues that we have with our family members. So when we have this conversation, or when grandma died, it'll be easier conversation for us to have than us fighting over it. Because that's when we lose it, when we fight over it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good word, man, and it really speaks to your passion of why you want to
generation in 5 minutes.
Sorry, my clock.
But no, that speaks to your passion around, why you got involved in this kind of work, and it's definitely a need for it, man. So I applaud your efforts. Know that you have support from us. We see the value, we see the need. There are other organizations that I know that are behind it as well, man. So as we look to collaborate and as we look to partner, our goal is to really help decrease the wealth gap, beginning with home ownership, but also putting our people in a position to where they can transfer wealth properly through the generations, man. So again, brother, thank you for today, and thank you for all that you and Sam are out there doing.
Man, thank you for you, man. You're making a dent. So keep doing what you're doing.
That's the goal, brother. That's the goal. Just keep hitting the same spot over and over again.
The wall gonna break down.
Come on, man. I love it. All right, man. Well, look, y'all go follow AK. Make sure you visit the YouTube channel so you can see the episode from the young brothers that they had that talked about the craft beer, and then also get connected with him about his Manifest Equity program and his renters program. Release the keys with what is it? Release the keys.
No, hold on, man.
So let me do it.
We live. You can't take that away now.
I can't take it away.
Rent with ease with Mr. Get Your Keys.
There it is. Rent with ease with Mr. Get Your Keys.
Yes,
there we go. But I did get Manifest Equity right.
Yes, sir. You got that right.
All right, good deal. All right, well, good, man. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. See y'all later.
Absolutely. All right, family, man. But before I let y'all go, let me go ahead and tell you about some things that we have coming down the pipeline. Again, that was an amazing interview, and I really thank Mr. A.K. Babers for being on today and letting us know a little bit about some of the programming that he has in place. All right. So first, let me start off by telling you about a very special event that we do on a monthly basis. It's our pre-home buyer session. You know, what if I told you that the only thing that's standing between you and owning a home is information? And we really believe that. So because of that, we created an event that we do on a monthly basis. And I want to personally invite you to this month's pre-home buyer session. We want you to be a part of a movement to satisfy 1 million real estate needs. That's our mission. And this free 45-minute session was designed for people just like you, renters, hopeful buyers, and those who have been told no before. At this event, we're going to help you discover what you can truly afford, understand how credit and debt impact your options. You'll be able to walk away with a clear next step toward ownership. Even if your credit isn't perfect, you still have options, and we'll show you what they are. So it's free session today, Saturday, August 16th, this weekend, this Saturday at 11 a.m. Make sure you register on the link that's on the screen. It's real easy to get you signed up. Limited to 20 seats in person, and our Zoom capacity is capped. So make sure you register early so you don't end up being on the outside looking in. All right, the next thing we want to talk about is our BND TV. We start the week off with Monday Night Live, which is our real estate call-in show. My co-host, Mr. Rick Davis, and myself, we answer real estate questions from the audience and provide advice for real estate professionals. You can actually visit our YouTube channel or our business Facebook to see all past episodes and learn more about Monday Night Live. You just experienced the Realtor Life podcast. Again, I want to thank Mr. A.K. Babers. You all weren't able to meet his lovely wife, Miss Samantha Babers, but they're out there doing a great work, and it was great to learn about the programs that he has. This is something that we do on a weekly basis as well. So if you're interested in becoming a part, to be interviewed, to share your passions outside of real estate, all you have to do is scan the QR code, fill out the guest questionnaire, and then we'll absolutely get you on the calendar. We don't really have many spots left for the year. And if that's the case, we can absolutely begin booking for the first quarter of 2026. And you can be one of the individuals to help start us off strong. So make sure you go to the QR code today, and let's get you on the calendar. All right, a little later today at 2:30, we're going to be doing our Real Estate Happy Hour live. It's another one of our BND TV shows where we go live. And again, all of our shows, we go live on Facebook and YouTube. Our hosts and special guests where we discuss social media trending topics, current events, real estate industry related topics, along with some real estate advice to consumers and realtors. It's real estate professionals talking about randomness. The best part of this show is the audience has the opportunity to get on the screen with us and share their thoughts. So our topic for today, we're going to be talking about back to school season. Today was the first day of school for many of us. And we're going to talk about how now the world has been affected now that you're sending those kiddos back to school. And then some of our cohort, this is their first back to school season. I know for me, this was like my son's first time going into new high school, and, kind of navigating all that. So we'd love for you to be a part of the conversation, provide your input, and just have a good old time with us at Real Estate Happy Hour Live. Thursday, we do our Prime Real Estate Network podcast. It's a real estate talk show hosted by author, serial entrepreneur, and co-founder of Brooks & Davis real estate firm, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. Alongside of him is professional realtor and real estate investment expert, Mr. Rick Davis. The show delivers no hype education and expert perspectives in a fast-paced, entertaining style. Make sure you check it out. There's a new episode released every week, so be sure to subscribe either to the Prime Real Estate Network on YouTube or to the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm YouTube channel as well, so you can be notified when the next show is coming up and to see past episodes. I want to encourage you, if you have not already done so, subscribe to the Houston Real Estate Channel, powered by Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, where we explore the vibrant neighborhoods in and around Houston, Texas. The Houston Real Estate Channel is a comprehensive guide to getting valuable insights on Houston's real estate market with our diverse range of videos, including in-depth market reports and essential tips for buyers and sellers. Finally, I want you to stay in the loop by following us on LinkedIn for industry insights, Instagram for behind the scene fun, Facebook for lively community discussion, and YouTube for exclusive video content. Join the community, man. Search Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm on each platform. Hit the follow or subscribe button. You don't want to miss out on the latest updates and exciting content. We'll absolutely see you there. Final reminder, if you have a real estate need, like looking to buy a house or putting your house on the market for sale, maybe you're interested in a career in real estate or looking for a change in brokerage, make sure you stay on after the show for a very special message. So that's a wrap for this episode of the Realtor Life Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the conversation and gained valuable insights. Be sure to join us next time for more engaging discussions with amazing real estate professionals. And remember, stay tuned after the show for a special message tailored just for you. I am Michael G. Davis, broker and CEO of Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, also a realtor and business coach. Here's to coaching you into the cosmos, baby. It's time to take off. Have a great one.
Hey there, if you're in the midst of a real estate journey, whether you're buying, selling, getting licensed, or already licensed, this video is just for you. I've got some outstanding news to share, so stick around. Considering buying a home? We're here to help. We offer, at no cost or commitment, to schedule a showing for any property in the Houston Metroplex. When you choose our firm, we'll be with you every step of the way, guiding you through the process. Want to learn more? Visit our website or give us a call at the number shown. If you're thinking about selling your home, we've got some great services to offer, again at no cost or commitment. We can provide a free neighborhood buying and selling activity report, showing you the recent market activity in your area. We also offer a free in-person property condition home evaluation, where one of our professionals will provide recommendations to help sell your home faster and for more money. When you choose our firm to sell your home, we'll ensure it reaches more active home buyers than any other realtor. To learn more about this, visit our website or give us a call at the number shown. Real estate agents. Are you ready to take your career to new heights with a brokerage that puts you first? At Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, we offer something no one else does, a powerful money-back guarantee. We believe in our support so much that if you don't close a transaction within 90 days, we'll refund every dollar you've paid to us. And if a year goes by and you still haven't closed, we'll even refund your payments to HAR, MLS, and Supra. Your success is our priority. At Brooks and Davis, you're not just joining a brokerage, you're becoming part of a community that's dedicated to your growth. Whether you're a licensed agent ready to elevate your career, or you're on your way to earning your license, we've got a place for you. Even if you are not a Brooks and Davis real estate agent, you can unlock the full potential of your real estate career by becoming a part of our free membership. Join our supportive family where you can grow, innovate, and be recognized. Embrace diversity as we reshape real estate with impactful solutions for all communities. Make a difference by engaging in local initiatives for a brighter future. Elevate your education beyond transactions and prepare for success, including taking the real estate exam. Enjoy accessibility and easy collaboration within our vibrant real estate community. And here's the best part, it won't cost you a dime. The only investment required is your time, the rest is on the house. Are you ready to soar? Join us now and let's make your real estate journey unforgettable. If you already have a real estate license, we invite you to explore the World Changers community. And if you're in the process of obtaining or interested in getting your real estate license, discover the exclusive opportunities waiting for you with the Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm Student Affiliate Membership. Visit the link on the screen today. Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, your trusted partner in real estate.